Let's be honest. We all crave greatness. We dream of unlocking our full potential and achieving success beyond our wildest imagination. But more often than not, we hit a wall. We feel stuck, confined by self-doubt, paralyzed by fear, or drowning in the endless noise of daily distractions. But what if I told you that the most formidable barrier you face is not out there in the world, but right here, within your mind? Today, we will explore the ancient wisdom of Stoic philosophy and blend it with practical modern techniques to master your mind. Together, we will uncover the keys to becoming limitless. This is not just theory. This is a path to transforming your life, brick by brick, thought by thought. So stay with me until the end, because every principle we discuss builds on the last. By the time you finish this video, you will hold the tools to break free from your mental shackles and begin your journey toward true mental mastery. And if you find value in this, I humbly ask you to subscribe to the Be Stoic channel. It helps us grow, and it allows us to continue delivering this life-changing content. Let's begin. Section 1. The Battle Within. There was a time in my life when I felt trapped. No matter how hard I worked, progress felt like an illusion. I would set goals, but I never seemed to reach them. I questioned my capabilities. Was I not good enough? Was success only for the lucky few? Then I discovered a fundamental truth. The greatest battle is not with the world, but with myself. It was my mind that built those walls. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic emperor, said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength." The first step is to accept this reality. You control your thoughts, your reactions, and your mindset. The external world will always be chaotic. You can't control everything, but you can control how you respond. And that is where your true power lies. I remember one particular day when everything seemed to go wrong. Deadlines piled up, unexpected problems arose, and I felt overwhelmed. My initial reaction was frustration, but then I paused. I reminded myself of Marcus Aurelius's words. I took a deep breath and focused solely on what I could control, my attitude, and my next step. That shift changed everything. I tackled each problem with clarity, and by the end of the day I had turned a disaster into progress. This practice became my mental anchor. Each time chaos struck, I returned to this principle. It built resilience. It taught me that my mind is my strongest weapon. The world could be on fire, but if my mind was calm, I could navigate the storm. Take a moment, reflect. Are your thoughts empowering you, or are they chaining you to mediocrity? Section 2. Rewriting the story. Our minds are storytellers. Every day we craft narratives about who we are and what we can achieve, but often these stories are laced with limiting beliefs. I'm not talented enough. I'll never be successful. People like me don't make it. Epictetus, another Stoic sage, said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." I remember sitting at my desk, paralyzed by the thought that I wasn't capable. But one day, I decided to challenge that voice. I asked, "What if it's wrong?" Each time doubt whispered, I countered with, "Why not me?" Your mind is not a fixed structure. It's malleable. Neuroscience calls this neuroplasticity. Every time you challenge a limiting belief, you weaken it. Every time you act despite fear, you rewire your brain for resilience and courage. I started small. I took on tasks I thought were beyond me. Each success, no matter how minor, chipped away at my self-doubt. I realized that my potential was not determined by past failures, but by my willingness to grow. I once applied for a leadership role, doubting I stood a chance. But I prepared relentlessly. When I finally sat in that interview, I realized something. My preparation had transformed me. I was no longer the same person who doubted my worth. I had built competence. I had rewritten my story. Take control of your story. The pen is in your hand. Don't let past failures write your future. Each day you have the power to edit your narrative and shape your destiny. Section 3. Embrace discomfort. Comfort is a silent killer. It lulls us into stagnation. We avoid challenges because they are uncomfortable. We seek easy wins. But growth lives on the other side of discomfort. Seneca, the Stoic thinker, said, "Difficulties strengthen the mind as labor does the body." Think of a time you faced a challenge. Maybe it was a demanding project, a tough workout, or a difficult conversation. It was hard, but you emerged stronger. That is the process of forging mental toughness. I used to avoid difficult conversations at work. I feared conflict, but avoiding them only made things worse. One day, I forced myself to face an uncomfortable discussion. It was tough, but it resolved long-standing issues. More importantly, it gave me confidence. I realized that discomfort was not my enemy. It was my teacher. This lesson extended to my physical health. I challenged myself to wake up early and exercise daily. The first week was brutal, but as my body adapted, so did my mind. That small victory bled into other areas of my life. Suddenly, I was tackling challenges with newfound confidence. Embrace the struggle. Welcome the discomfort. It is not your enemy, it is your path to mastery. Each time you choose discomfort over ease, you build mental armor. You become stronger, sharper, and more capable. Section 4. Focus is your superpower. We live in an age of distraction. Social media, notifications, endless content. Our attention is under siege. A scattered mind cannot achieve greatness. Marcus Aurelius advised, "Concentrate every minute like a Roman on doing what's in front of you with precise and genuine seriousness." Train your focus. Start small. Set a timer for 20 minutes and work on one task. No phone, no distractions. Build this muscle. With time, you will develop laser-like focus. And with focus, you will achieve more in hours than most achieve in days. I struggled with focus for years. I would start a task, get distracted, and end up accomplishing little. Then I implemented the Pomodoro technique, 25 minutes of work, 5-minute breaks. It was transformative. My productivity skyrocketed. More importantly, I regained control over my attention. Focus is not just about getting things done. It's about training your mind to resist impulses. It's about reclaiming your mental sovereignty. When you master focus, you master your life. Guard your focus. It is your superpower. Let it propel you toward your limitless potential. Section 5. Master your emotions. Emotions can be our greatest allies or our most dangerous enemies. When harnessed, they inspire action and drive us toward our goals. When left unchecked, they cloud our judgment and derail our progress. The Stoics understood this delicate balance. They did not advocate for the suppression of emotions, but for their mastery. Seneca wisely said, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." Think about this. How many times have you built a mountain of worry over a situation, only to find that it wasn't nearly as bad as you anticipated? Our minds often amplify our fears, turning small issues into insurmountable obstacles. There was a period in my life when anxiety had a firm grip on me. Every challenge felt like a crisis. I would lose sleep, replaying scenarios that never came to pass. My emotional reactions dictated my actions, and as a result, I was constantly on edge. It wasn't until I discovered Stoicism that I realized I had the power to change this pattern. I began practicing this principle by pausing whenever I felt an emotional surge. Instead of reacting impulsively, I asked myself, what is within my control? How can I respond in a way that aligns with my values? This shift was transformative. I became calmer, more deliberate. Challenges that once rattled me became opportunities to practice resilience. I learned that true strength lies not in avoiding emotions, but in navigating them with wisdom. Practical steps to master your emotions. Pause and breathe. Create space between the stimulus and your response. Label the emotion. Naming your feelings reduces their intensity. Question the narrative. Are you reacting to reality or your perception of it? Choose your response. Act in alignment with your principles, not your impulses. Mastering your emotions is not about becoming emotionless. It's about becoming emotionally intelligent. It's about choosing your response, no matter the storm. Section 6. Cultivate resilience. Life is unpredictable. You will encounter setbacks, failures, and pain. These are not signs of personal deficiency. They are part of the human experience. The Stoics believed that adversity is not something to fear, but an opportunity to grow stronger. Marcus Aurelius famously stated, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." I remember a time when I was passed over for a promotion I had worked tirelessly for. It felt like a punch to the gut. I questioned my worth. But instead of sinking into despair, I turned to Stoicism. I asked myself, what can I learn from this? That setback became my catalyst for growth. I identified gaps in my skill set and worked to fill them. Months later, a better opportunity presented itself, one I was fully prepared for. Without that initial disappointment, I would not have evolved into the professional I became. Resilience is built through hardship. Each challenge you overcome adds a layer to your mental armor. You become stronger, more adaptable. The Stoics teach us that we cannot control external events, but we can control our response. This is where our power lies. Ways to build resilience, reframe challenges as opportunities for growth, reflect on past adversities you've overcome, develop a problem-solving mindset, focus on solutions, not problems. Practice acceptance, let go of what you cannot control. Every setback is a stepping stone. With each one, you are being forged into a more capable, resilient version of yourself. Section 7. Practice gratitude. In our pursuit of success, it is easy to focus on what we lack. We chase the next milestone, believing it will bring fulfillment. Yet, true contentment lies not in having more, but in appreciating what we already have. Seneca advised, "He is a wise man who does not grieve for the things which he has not, but rejoices for those which he has." I used to measure my success against others. Social media exacerbated this, making me feel perpetually behind. Then, I began a daily gratitude practice. Each morning I listed 3 things I was thankful for, small moments, like a warm cup of coffee or a good conversation. This simple habit rewired my mind. I started noticing abundance instead of scarcity. My stress levels decreased, and my overall happiness increased. Gratitude shifted my focus from what was missing to what was present. Benefits of practicing gratitude: improves mental health by reducing stress and anxiety, enhances relationships by fostering appreciation, boosts resilience by helping you find positives even in adversity, increases overall life satisfaction. Begin each day by acknowledging your blessings. It will transform your mindset and your life. Section 8. Seek continuous growth. The Stoics believed that the pursuit of wisdom and excellence is a lifelong journey. There is no final destination, only progress. Epictetus said, "Progress is not achieved by luck or accident, but by working on yourself daily." There was a time when I thought achieving certain goals would bring lasting fulfillment. Yet, each success left me craving more. It was not the accomplishments that brought satisfaction, but the process of growth itself. I committed to becoming a lifelong learner. I read books on philosophy, leadership, and psychology. I sought mentors who challenged me. I embraced discomfort as a catalyst for growth. This mindset transformed every aspect of my life. I became adaptable, curious, and open-minded. Each day became an opportunity to refine myself. Steps to embrace continuous growth: read daily, expand your knowledge and perspective. Seek feedback. Constructive criticism accelerates improvement. Step out of your comfort zone. Growth lies in discomfort. Reflect regularly. Evaluate your progress and set new goals. The journey toward mastery never ends. Each day is a chance to become a better version of yourself. Embrace it. Section 9. Develop mental clarity. A cluttered mind is like a foggy path. You can move forward, but you stumble frequently and progress slowly. Mental clarity is the Stoics' tool for cutting through this fog. Without clarity, decisions become clouded, and our direction becomes uncertain. Marcus Aurelius often reminded himself to simplify. He wrote, "If you seek tranquility, do less." He did not mean laziness. He meant focusing on what truly matters and eliminating what does not. He understood that an overburdened mind weakens our ability to act effectively. There was a time in my life when I took on too much. I juggled work, personal projects, and social obligations, all while trying to improve myself. The result? Exhaustion. My productivity suffered and my stress levels soared. One evening I read Marcus Aurelius's words and made a decision. Simplify. I wrote down my priorities and eliminated the non-essential. I stopped saying yes to every request. This small shift brought remarkable clarity. My work improved, my stress decreased, and I regained control. Mental clarity allows you to recognize what deserves your energy. Without it, you risk spending your life climbing a ladder, only to realize it was leaning against the wrong wall. When your mind is clear, your actions become intentional. Practical steps to develop mental clarity. Identify your core priorities. Eliminate distractions and unnecessary commitments. Practice mindfulness to declutter your mind. Take breaks to reset and reflect. Journal daily to organize your thoughts. Mental clarity is not a luxury. It is a necessity. It allows you to move forward with purpose and precision. Section 10. Strengthen your discipline. Discipline is the bridge between goals and achievement. Without it, even the best plans falter. The Stoics viewed discipline as the cornerstone of a virtuous life. Epictetus said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." Freedom, in the Stoic sense, is not doing whatever you please. It is having control over your impulses and desires. I struggled with discipline in my early career. Procrastination and distractions ruled my days. Deadlines loomed like dark clouds, and I constantly felt behind. The turning point came when I began applying Stoic principles. I built routines and committed to showing up, even on days I didn't feel like it. Discipline is a muscle. The more you exercise it, the stronger it becomes. Start small. Wake up at the same time, exercise daily, or dedicate 30 minutes to focused work. Over time, these small acts build the foundation for greater achievements. But discipline is not just about work. It extends to every aspect of life. It is in choosing nutritious food over junk, saving money instead of spending impulsively, and controlling your temper instead of lashing out. Each choice reinforces your self-mastery. Ways to strengthen discipline. Create routines and stick to them. Set small, achievable goals. Remove temptations and distractions. Hold yourself accountable. Reward progress, but avoid excess indulgence. Discipline liberates you. It transforms effort into excellence and dreams into reality. It molds you into a person capable of withstanding the trials of life. Section 11. Accept mortality. Memento mori. Remember you will die. This Stoic reminder is not meant to invoke fear, but to inspire action. When we acknowledge our mortality, we value our time and live with urgency. Seneca wrote, "Let us prepare our minds as if we'd come to the very end of life. Let us postpone nothing." I once postponed a passion project because I thought I had all the time in the world. Years passed, and regret grew. Life is fragile. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. This realization pushed me to act. I started the project, and it became one of the most fulfilling experiences of my life. Reflecting on death clarifies what matters. It strips away trivial concerns and refocuses us on what brings meaning. It reminds us that the opinions of others, the fear of failure, and the pursuit of status are fleeting compared to the legacy we build and the lives we touch. Practices to embrace memento mori. Reflect daily on the impermanence of life. Prioritize experiences over possessions. Express gratitude and strengthen relationships. Pursue what truly matters to you. Visualize your last day. What would you wish you had done? Embracing mortality fuels a life of purpose. It reminds us to act, to love, and to live fully. When you remember that your days are finite, each moment becomes precious. Section 12. Lead with virtue. The Stoics believed that the ultimate goal is to live a life of virtue, a life guided by wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. Success is hollow if it is not accompanied by integrity. Marcus Aurelius urged, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." There was a point in my career when I faced a moral dilemma. The easier path involved compromising my values. The harder path required standing firm. I chose the latter. It was difficult, but it earned me respect, both from others and from myself. That experience reinforced what the Stoics taught. Character is the foundation of true success. Virtue is the compass that ensures your achievements are meaningful. It anchors you during challenges and guides your actions toward what is right. Ways to lead with virtue. Practice honesty in all dealings. Stand up for what is right, even when it is difficult. Treat others with respect and fairness. Reflect daily on your actions and decisions. Ask yourself, am I proud of who I am becoming? Leading with virtue creates a legacy. It shapes not only your success, but also the positive impact you leave on others. The path to becoming limitless is not paved with shortcuts. It demands mastery over your mind, resilience in the face of adversity, and an unwavering commitment to growth and virtue. Stoicism provides the blueprint. The rest is up to you. You hold the keys to your potential. Train your mind to overcome fear, to embrace discomfort, and to lead with integrity. Each day is an opportunity to build the future you envision. So, I challenge you. Take the first step today. Reflect on what resonated with you. Choose one principle and apply it. Small steps lead to monumental change. And if this journey inspired you, I invite you to subscribe to Be Stoic. Join our community committed to mastering the mind and living with purpose. Explore the other videos on this channel. Each one is crafted to guide you further along this path. Together, we rise. Together, we become limitless.